Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a Blueprints. And also, hi there, Mimi. Yes, I suppose I shall talk about that first. For those of you who don't know, or who weren't following me on Blue Sky, or on my Discord, as of the last Granblue stream last week, I hit Twitch affiliate, which is all very cool and groovy. So, if you go over there now, I think for the cost of like a 30-second ad break every hour, you can use emotes in there. So yeah, as Mimi is expertly demonstrating. Thanks to her for drawing those as well and providing them to the channel. It's a dashed decent of her. And yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff we can use there now. We even got like, I even animated a couple on like one of the tier 1 subs or something. It's not much, and you know, for Lord's sake, don't feel like you have to throw any kind of money at me. But yeah, if you want emotes, Twitch chat is where you find them. We'll get them to YouTube chat eventually, but I think I need like 1k subs for that, so work in progress. But for now, they're on Twitch. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, first bit of big news. Yippee, I got Twitch affiliate. So thank you everyone who, particularly in that last stream, it was insane. I got rated by like 4 people. But obviously it's not just one stream that makes affiliate. It's like you have to get a certain amount of viewership over, multiple streams. So if anyone was watching any of the past, you know, like, couple of weeks, hell, you know, since I've started streaming really, but particularly over the past couple of weeks, thank you very much for making that possible. And here's to, you know, growing a bit more at some point. But it's nice to have that little kind of like marker of like, yes, we did the thing. But yeah. So, back onto, I guess, the game at hand. Blueprints. I bet a bunch of you thought I'd forgotten about this. But no, I haven't. It's just that, I don't really know. I kind of felt like a lot of other games that required more pressing attention came up. I can't remember what exactly came out that required it. And then obviously, you know, we had Lobotomy, and I was like, well, I should probably put another stream in for that at some point. And I think it got kind of just like lost in the muddle of everything else kind of in late August. But yeah, we're back with it now. I'm really excited to dive back in. I can sort of remember some things. I remember that we got the levers to the door, and there was this big underground antechamber, and we couldn't solve the puzzle with the rotating pillars in that antechamber because we needed access from another side. There was a map somewhere. I've completely fucking forgotten the map. I think one of the ways to get into it might have been to do the 4 torches puzzles, and I found 3 of them, but I can't remember what the 4th one is. Yeah. So basically, plenty to explore still. We've just got to kind of keep going in directions we haven't before. And other than that, honestly, just kind of wander the halls and, you know, see what we can do there. Because, God, I've really missed this game. It's got to be said. Also, for those of you who are in chat, can I just get a quick audio check? Am I kind of, I mean, no game volume playing at the minute. But am I talking all right compared to the background music volumes? Need to be a bit higher, a bit lower. You know, how's the mix, essentially? Okay. So we start with 70 steps now. A little bit of spending money. That's just the will. Anything else in here? No. So the... Ooh, hello. There's a package at the door. The Sinker Company, brass compass, magnifying glass, 2 keys. Ooh. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Don't mind if I do. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Could come in handy. Not a bad thing to start with. A couple of keys. Now, we've got keys and diamonds, so I think our first priority here actually should be going outside and going to this room over to the west here. It's assuming the... Yeah, no, because the compass says... what's it? draw more as leading north. So north is that way, so that makes north, east, south, and west over here. What do we got? Ooh. Add 8 classrooms to today's draft pool. Yeah, I think I've seen the shelter. I've seen the trading post. I haven't seen the schoolhouse, nor have I seen classrooms. So, you know, we're going to have a look in this schoolhouse. Oh, well, this is... Okay, there's a dig spot in here. In Herbert inscribing his name in there. Is this... So was Herbert, like, homeschooled? Is that what we're led to believe from this? Stack of old... Ooh, there was something there. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my... In fact, yeah, let's get some proper, kind of old man, but, like, revered old man. And not breathy old man. But, like, let's try and get, a good read of this, shall we say. Closing address. For the last 38 years, it has been my pleasure of serving you as your schoolmaster in this humble little facility. And meager as it may look by modern standards, I think most of us who spent our afternoons here will readily admit that we are reluctant to see this small piece of Reddington history go. I first wish to thank Lady Epson, our most gracious host today, for not only paying attention in my classes those many years ago, but for all the fundraising she has done on behalf of our community and our children. Without her, Reddington Elementary would still be a distant and blurry vision, a vision that I dared not even dream. That dreamer is, of course, the incomparable Mrs. Peterson, our future principal and my reluctant successor who, I might add, forced me to give this speech. I think I'll end my praise of her there, though she deserves much more, I admit. To the architect of our new school, the Baron Sinclair, thank you for following in your father's footsteps in building Reddington yet another school, and for also allowing the use of your own private residence and floor plans to serve as our interim facility until the new campus is completed in March. A decision I'm certain he will immediately regret tomorrow morning when he hears the children running through his halls. And lastly, I wish to thank all my students, many of you here today whom I have not seen in years, whose faces I still remember as young and manners wild. Those here whose parents before them I have also taught and whose children I may yet. Without you, I would have a lifetime of quiet peace. And yet what is all that peace in the world if you have no one to bestow demerits upon? Thank you all sincerely. My time here has meant the world to me, and if I am still standing in 8 months, I will see you all at the slightly less melancholic ribbon-cutting ceremony next year. Better joke to end. Remember to give Mrs. Peterson a gift. Okay, so... That's good. Wait! Oh! No, hold on. There's always... Because wasn't there one of them in the... Okay, I got excited. I got very excited for a second. I thought that was the fourth flame. I think there's just always one in here. It's just more obvious in some rooms than others. Because I swear there was like one in the fucking trading post or something. Drawers we can check. Speaking of, I better go and actually just run over to the apple orchard and turn that one on as well. What bugs me is I know there was a note somewhere that I just didn't fucking pay attention to. Well, maybe I did at the time, but, like, I can't readily remember it now. Showing where the... Or telling, I should say, where the location of the other parts of the estate were. Or the other pipes that lead to this part of the estate, I should say. There was something down here. This is boarded up. I need, like, a... It's the other side of the mine rail. I remember this being important, but again, I just don't know how the old, 12, 13-year-old Sprog that I'm playing, who can't even jump, is meant to deal with that. I've also got this spooky tunnel. Which... I don't know. I just don't see this being put here accidentally. Or as like oh, well, you know, we wanted to make a spooky tunnel and then put nothing at the end of it. That feels like bait. I don't know. Okay, but nothing around here, per se. That I can see, anyway. I think I have been down to those at some point, but I can't remember for the life of me what was there or how I got there. If I'm being entirely honest. It's been a little while. Okay, Right then. So I know there's another pipe. There's also this. I've got no idea what that is. There's this, which is apparently openable at some point, but we need to take the car keys to the garage, I want to say. I think that's a thing I haven't done yet. That's like could be a good thing to aim for this stream, if we're looking for a sort of direction. The crystal caverns. Can we harvest any of these? No. Okay. Okay. I think I've already read this before, so I'm just going to skip over it. Okay, I guess we already start with the 4. Hold on, before we leave. Before we leave, let's check for pipes, shall we? There's another one from the crystal caverns. It does feel like all 4 of these pipes then must be like on the outside of the manor. And you have to do extra things in the manor to get outside the manor to do that. That seems to be the theme. Maybe this last one we're looking for is so elusive because it bucks the trend, but... Okay, so here's the apple orchard. And we've got another one here. And that's the 3 that I think I knew about. But how do we get number 4? And what secrets does it unlock? Ooh. God, I really do love this game. Like, what a game. Anything in here that's worth... Oh, yeah, there's, survey results. Okay. What's, okay. Orchid's gas line, okay. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new course champion, and I've submitted a request for change series. I think I'd like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, the much more appropriate angel, Raina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the Green Event Holiday be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humour me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending to the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner path, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe the particulars a 3rd time. I know how to do that. I remember you press a button in, I think. Is there anything actually in here, aside from that note? Yeah, some useful, like, lore, but I think I knew most of it already. So, not the most helpful thing. But still kind of cool. And is there anything I'm missing all the way over here? I can't say that it looks like it, you know? So I can go down here. No, I didn't think so. Okay. Right, and there's nothing around my campsite. There's an option to end the day, but I don't think I will, actually. Okay. So, 3 gas lines on. How do we find this 4th one? It must be... I'm thinking it's either something I've missed in the antechamber bit, or possibly the room I need the master key to get into. What do I have on me, actually? Magnifying glass, compass, coin purse. Oh, it's just out with the coin purse. Neat. Prism key. Oh, I kept these, I guess, from my last run because of something. Yeah, so it's each one of these permanent additions has a gas line. So we need the 4th permanent addition. If you unlock a door with a prism key in a green room, hallway, bedroom, red room, or shop, you'll draw floor plans of that same colour. Good to know. Okay. Right. So, on to exploring the house proper then. Here we go. First time drafting a room in quite some time. We could take the den, which is pretty good here. The closet or the library. Quite like the den there. There's no need to enter it yet, because we want to see what we get on both sides first. A classroom. While drafting classroom, I draft new floor plans 1 time for each room in your house. Oh, okay. So it's like if you start them early, it's like re-rolls. Okay, I don't hate that, actually. We can also have a look inside the classroom, which is a new room. We have the commissary, the parlour, and the breakfast nook. I think we take the breakfast nook so as to not spend our resources too early. Now, I think we go to the den first. I'm going to pick up this extra gem. Ideally, we want to find the what do you call it? The coat check. Because I believe we have an emerald necklace in there still. I remember that quite fondly. Or we could do a bunk room. Here. I mean, so closet 2 items, obviously, you know, it's some inherent value there. But I think I'm kind of all right for items. The bunk room for extra stamina later might be really useful. In case we get something that, like, gives us, plus there's also a couple of keys in here, so that's very handy. So we now have 5 keys. I'm not sure if that includes the prism key or not. Checking everything else here. Nope. Okay. Hamster? Hamster is still fine. So we come back out there, and then into this bit of the den. Well, there's our fucking coat check. Does mean it's going to be a real swine to hit that room. It's going to be a swine to hit that room anyway. So, yep. I think we take coat check. And we grab our lovely, lovely emerald bracelet. Not necklace, sorry. Emerald bracelet. Which means that you no longer have to play the floor plan gems cost. So gems, we don't care about them anymore. We just do not care. I think we're going to pull from the classroom here. And also going to have a look at grade 1. Oh, do they each have different grades and they go up? My favorite color is red. Damn. Imagine getting a B- on coloring. Kind of crazy. B+. Hey, apples. Yoink. I'll take that extra bit of stamina. Ooh, a student hall pass. You will no longer lose ooh, hello. You will no longer lose footsteps traveling between 2 adjoining hallways. Always drafted from an adjoining hallway. Do not cost... Okay, well, they didn't cost gems anyway, but... Cool. Okay. Any notes about? Click object below with its correct color. Okay. Oh, no, it's it. Classroom puzzle. Can you find the difference? Well, yeah, one's a tree, one's a... Is this something to do with the paintings again? I know there was something to do with the paintings, but I never really had, like, a good crack at it. Okay, what do we got here? I guess we redraw the light. Oh, no, we don't redraw here. I guess we just take the library. That could be cool. Oh, a gem. What do we need? I guess... Have we had the history of India yet? I don't think we have. Or if we have, I've forgotten it. So... Ooh... Okay, wine cellar's kind of useless for us. The aquarium here gets us into the corner. Which means we can potentially put another room in there, which is very good. Also a dig spot in here. Not that I have a shovel currently, but nothing a trip to the commissary can't potentially fix. That's very useful. Let's take a storeroom. Kind of the perfect thing you want to find in the corner here. 10 coins. A lovely key. Oh, and a coin purse, actually. So another extra +3 coins on top of that. Right. What do we got? Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5. For 2 today, gain an additional 4. The problem is that would end the game, so I can't take that. It's just occurred to me, I'm playing a rather risky game here, because I need something that turns left, like, sharpish. So, a spare room will have to do. Here we are. I think... I do really want the commissary as the thing. Yeah, surely the commissary wouldn't let me down. The drawing room we can bump into later, I think. with hills, without and. So there's a room with hills and without the and. There's something in it? Maybe? What do we got? Ooh. Actually, yeah. Let's take a salt shaker. To get a bit more energy back. Sledgehammer. Shatter padlocks. We need a metal detector. We don't actually have a shovel, so I'm not too concerned about the metal detector at the minute. If I'm being honest. Ooh, now a hallway here. Now, I do like to see that. Let's do a hallway. There's one locked trunk in here, which we can bash with our sledgehammer. And we get a lockpicking kit. Okay, well, in case we ever run out of keys. Or even before we run out of keys, actually. Just see if we can get some free rooms. Ooh. Ooh. Now, the lab is kind of ridiculous as a room. So we're definitely going to be taking that, because we can set custom rules here. I remember. Oh, there's also this fuck-ass machine that I never worked out how to do even when I had boiler power connected. Okay. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Each time you eat an apple... If there's an apple in every classroom... Ooh. Okay, well, whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, I don't spend gems on that, so that's not going to happen. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, I think it's each time I eat an apple, permanently add 1 gold to my allowance. I could also just go oops all aquariums, but I kind of want to see different rooms as opposed to just the aquariums a bunch. So, given our classroom setup, I think that works. I've also completely forgotten the login for the emails. There was probably something important on those emails. I've also forgotten what was in there. It's fine though. We'll just kind of continue on anyway. Well, I don't want to spend the passageway here. Kind of much rather spend it on the end of this hallway, but I'm also not gonna archives myself this early. Archives is bad news. So we'll have to just take this this passageway. Into this pantry, I guess. Because again, the dead ends are kind of our mortal nemesis. Oh, hey. An apple, which means a permanent +1 gold. There we go. Also, an extra stamina from the salt shaker. And an extra bunch of other stuff from... okay. Let's go for an observatory. Let's not get the bonus from it yet. What I want to do first is... Oh, this needs a key card. Okay, I guess we're doing the observatory first. Good to know. I just slightly wasted some stamina there. Let's go see what we get on lucky number 13, I believe this will be. Dead end rooms are more common today. Ooh, that's... You remember how I just said dead end rooms are our nemesis? Okay. Sure. I guess we're gonna use a key. Now, the patio here might be good for helping us. Like, it's not good for going forward, obviously. But it might be alright for us, God, there's so many things in here that I wish I had a shovel for. Like, unlocking a few of the rooms down here. Because if we waste a dead end room down here, we don't hugely care. Now, the utility closet is going to be useful, because it means we can turn the power off. And I don't mind, like, skipping one room to do that. Turn the keycard entry system off. Turn the power on for the garage, off for the gym. So the gym is now a room we can walk through without losing energy as well. Do need to be a little careful about... Oh yeah, there's also the puzzle with the pink lights, and that reveals something, but I can't remember what that reveals. I don't think it's particularly relevant. I'm not going to fiddle around with it right now. So now the keycard system is down, we should be able to open this. Yeah, that's kind of the point, buddy. Is that not how that works? Can I not just turn the power off to the keycards? Or no, I have to... No, because security... Yeah, that should work. Fascinating. That doesn't work how I thought it should work previously. Did they change that? I'm not going mad, right? That used to work. Okay, lockpick kit gets us in. Oh god. I guess we take the courtyard. Can't help but notice there's a significant lack of classrooms showing up. A shovel in here? No, but there was a metal detector, so good thing we didn't buy one earlier, I guess. Oh, and it just has greater chance of finding keys and coins. Oh, I should have been picking that up then. Oopsie. I forgot what the metal detector did, and that's on me. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. That is fucking enormous, actually. Yep, so we're absolutely getting the study here. There's another apple. There's these safes as well. God, this game has so much going for it. It really does. Like, there's so many little, Ace and ace, This is... I don't even know. This feels like a... Just something I can't even begin to grasp at the moment. Like, I wouldn't know where to begin with most of this. It's like this single room is probably like one of the biggest mysteries for me currently in this game. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? There's also a note about the paintings here. Some words there, I guess. Entirely sure what they're about. Now we have, okay, one of these left. It's got to be the dining room. Because I think we can actually get to rank 8. Any... Aha. Oh, is that car keys? A spare set of car keys. Now, the only problem is we need to be on this side of the house in order to use the car keys. Which we're currently not really getting to. What we got? I mean... Is this worth a redraw, or do we just accept that? No, actually, this is fine for a walk-in closet. We will absolutely happily take that out the pool. Because then we have a gem, a key card. Okay, so now we actually don't... We can go back and do a couple of dice. A pair of ivory dice, a key. There we go. Now, does this have a dunes and not an and? Anything know about this? Any hidden writing anywhere? I think I've examined this one before the magnifying glass, so, you know, we'll give it a go. Doesn't look like it at a cursory glance. A heart-shaped mole, though. Neat. I guess we'll go back. Now, I'm maybe slightly more concerned about stamina than I probably should be, but... It can't help, or it can't hurt, sorry, to keep an eye on it. Now, suddenly, the wine cellar doesn't seem... Well, the wine cellar does and doesn't sound like such a bad idea. I think I have enough reroll and enough gem collection that actually the bedroom is the play here. Because it's the bedroom, we can, you know, it's basically a free room to enter. We can walk in it, just see if there's anything there. I remember there was a trunk there once, thing like the... Ooh, hello, gem. Like the very first time I, looked in there, but never again since. Now, that's interesting. I don't need 40 coins, is the thing. I think we've got to go security. And then I think once we're in security... Okay, dining... That was good, because it means the dining hall's now serving stuff. That's a coin. We need to get on here. And then press enter. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. That's what I needed to change. Okay, set security level. Security level high. Offline mode unlocked. Right, that... Okay, so I do need to... So now the offline mode is unlocked. We should be able to get into the door behind us. We also means we don't need to go all the way back to the breaker room. Okay, that's what was getting me. I was missing a step. I think we go here first. We have the Geist bedroom. We have the classroom, which could be helpful for redraws. Yeah, I think the classroom, actually. Grade 2. God, I'm gonna get so many apples from this. That laboratory thing was like the perfect pickup. Mathematics worksheet. Find each sum without using... Oh, this is kind of like if you haven't got the... if you haven't got the dartboard puzzle yet. You find the difference between the crown and the bird, yeah. Yeah, it even just spells it out to you here if you haven't like got it right. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Now, what are we gonna find here? Lockpick kit works. Okay. Let's redraw until we find something that turns left. I said left. Yeah, that does it. Opportunity to earn and spread coins. So we've got a room to the antechamber. Now, we obviously haven't got the levers to open it. They are elsewhere. We need to go and find other rooms. But we do have something here. Hello, what the hell is this? Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are able to purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Oops, hang on. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be Hearings or Herrings. But knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. What's this? Oh, another safe. I wish I had the combinations to any of these safes. Okay, right. Run payroll. Okay, return to main menu. Spread gold in estate. The office can facilitate a distribution. Coins are spread in a number of rooms throughout the estate. Okay, cool. I've spread some gold. Which is good, because I'm going to have to go on a bit of a march back here anyway. At the very least, security. Let's go and get, like, a dead-end room here. There's a coin. Aha! Wow, that's a decent amount of money, actually. Very dash decent indeed. Okay, yeah, I'll use a regular key. We have food for sale. Might be kind of, like, nice. But also the music room. More keys. Oh, it's a top. I mean, it's not parlor, obviously, because we don't hugely care about gems. But it's a real toss-up between those two. And then, I guess we're going to go back as far as the dining room. We'll come back down, up and around here. See if we can get some, like, green rooms along here. I think might have the car in it. Because now that we've got the car keys, we should really be hunting for that. And to make sure we do have enough for that, I'm going to... No, because this is a... Okay, here's my thing. If I use the prism key on the foundation, I can probably get the music room because it's a blue room. They'll only show blue rooms. The kitchen, we're a bit more kind of like out there with. Okay, porterhouse steak. I need a showroom. Cool. +5 for every green room in your house. There's like a club sandwich. And how many bananas you'll give me, really? Can I buy out your stock of bananas? There we go. Puts us back up to 64 stamina, which is lovely. There's also a coin in here. We make sure we're not missing anything else obvious. I don't think we are. Excellent. Right, so now we're going to use some of our lots of stamina that we've just accrued to run back through the mansion. We're not going to look at the... maybe we should look at the door and foundation now. Do I want to use my prism key there yet? No, I kind of want to roll it after I've thinned out the pool. Now, I get more for this if there's a showroom. I'm going to have to come back to the foundation. I did just top up to 60 stamina. So, you know what? Maybe we find a showroom and that, you know, does more for us. I'm not super, you know, against that theory. Okay, so back here, back through the lab to the passageway. And now that I've set the offline things properly, you should be available to open. Also, we have a key card, but, you know. Ooh, you know what? It's not a horrible chapel. Yeah, it's not a great chapel either, I'll be real. It's not a horrible chapel, though. We're going to take it. Pay the tithe, and then see if there's any coins we can yoink from around here, because sometimes there's some left on the pews, or the altars up here, but as it stands, there's fuck all, so I guess we'll move on. We draw new floor plans. So it's not... Again, the drawing room is really not the worst room, but I feel like we can do better. I am going to re-roll this one. The dark room is way too risky. No, it's not. Okay, it's going to... Okay. But also, again, it could be better in other circumstances. We just need... Oh, not Chamber of Mirrors. Anything but the Chamber of Mirrors. I need something that turns left. I'm gonna really commit to this. Okay, the Mechanarium has one door for each room in your house. I don't have any of those rooms. Okay, we're gonna boiler room this. I think it's got to be done. We can't spend all our gems here. That was pretty costly. Okay, we'll use a regular key. That's another classroom. I again stand by that I cannot archives myself here. I don't want to archives all over myself. I do need to head in that direction to find the bloody garage though. But no, I think okay. I think the classroom is there. Grade 3. We're moving on up. Science is fun. I love raising my allowance. H2O in a liquid state is called water, H2O in a solid state is called ice, H2O in a gaseous state is called Mrs. Peterson. Oh, based. Hell yeah. It's called gas. Steam. Why has no one heard of steam? H2O in a liquid state is called tear. Oh. Fair enough. That's very funny, actually. Okay. Right. What do we got? Oh, fucking hell. So the gym isn't even good here, because we can get that from the boiler room anyway. Oh, but we can redraw for free because we're in a classroom into, say, perchance, another classroom. Here we are. Grade 4, we're learning about world history. God, I love apples. Delicious. Identify each realm on the map. What the fuck? Hold on, did I skip school? What is this? Each realm. Oh, Orindia is the continent we're on. Oh, we are in literally just Fantasyland then, huh? Warsphere, 3rd era. Wow, I'm actually learning things. From, like, 4th grade geography. Huh. Neat. Can we lockpick it? No, we can't. Guess we use this. Just a regular key here. For now. It's a trophy room, which would give us 8 gems, which is a lot of rerolls. And it puts us in the direction we want to go. I know we have 7 free rerolls in that room, but I really struggle to pass this up. Maybe I'm cutting my nose off to spite my face here. I love this. Ooh, music in the background. That's very cool. Okay, well this is the garage. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Okay, there's a bunch of keys. We open that up. I have the car keys. Can we go for a drive? I assume we haven't done this before. There we go. Ooh. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights. A small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. What the fuck is in this trunk? Ooh, we're moonshine runners. Okay, and also a floor plan upgrade disc, which we will need to visit the lab, or anywhere with a terminal before we leave. So we can't actually just drive out of here. Interesting. I suppose, to be fair, I am like 13. That would be possibly a bit irresponsible. Also, you do actually slip and slide over this bit. Like, I had a little speed up there, weirdly. It's funny. So, I might have balls that up then. It's fine. That's the path back, and this is the path. Now, the problem is on the wrong side of the house for that, isn't it? Like, the path we're looking for is over the other side. I mean, it's good that we got the upgrade disc, I guess. But this is kind of how you open up the room here. We can go all the way back to the start now, if we want. Is there any reason we'd want to? I guess it's a quick way to code check. But I'm not enthused by it, shall we say. Okay, but at least we know now that car key thing is a bust. We need to search something on the right side of the house, and boy howdy did we not find it. I just want to know where this fecking secret garden is. Because I have not found... Oh, you're gonna make me do boiler puzzles to get here, aren't you? Oh, what if I just found a room in the foundation that, like, bypassed that? Hang on, let's see if I can, This on? No, this isn't on. This is like a full reset of this room. Ooh, okay. Right. So, we need to divert power to you to get the lift working. And then from here, I need power from... There's definitely a second power thing somewhere. Oh, it's this. I'm stupid. Nope, that loses power. There we go. So this follows from here, goes to here, goes over here. But this also loses that power from there. So it does activate the lift, but kind of like at what cost? It deactivates the lift, sends that up there, which sends that there. There's a third one up there. Does this help at all? Okay, I need you there. Which puts steam there, and then I need you to, like, turn around to... there, apparently. Now, the only problem is, I guarantee you that's... fuck this up, yep. That's going to be an issue. Because I need to be up there when that's on. Now this is repowered. But that door, I guarantee, was closed. No, is this not even repowered? Really? Oh, no, it's not, because I also need to change this to here again. There we go. That goes up there, and then this is like that. Yeah, okay, you know what? I have figured this out before. Oh, fuck, I've really fucked it now. You know what? Rather than me fidget around with this, I'm literally just going to go to the other room and, like, not have to deal with it. So that does mean we need to go back through the chapel. That's fine. So through here. God, I am loving this background music. The like deeper woodwind here, really doing something for me. We did not find a showroom yet. It's not out the question. I could be tempted to come back and try my luck later. But as it stands, no showroom. I mean, a drawing room that locks everything off. It's not even a bad drawing room is the thing. It's actually a pretty good drawing room, but it means we lose a room. I'm gonna go for it, honestly. You can't look a drawing room like that and lean in the face. Okay, if any of you got dunes and not an and, I don't know what I look for if that's the case. Maybe just tap the painting or something. Lockpick kit. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Okay. Fuck it, I've got rerolls. I can go down to one path and be fine, hopefully. There's, stuff here. Yeah, okay, that's the access to the middle thing. Well, that's neat. We like unusual and rare rooms. Like a secret garden, perhaps? Okay, regular key it is. I mean... That looks like... I don't know if there's a room left in the game that actually gives me what I want to. Maybe me redrawing here is a mistake. The archives might do it, and we're on a low enough rooms that I think maybe this is the time where you just have to bite the bullet. Yeah, alright. We're gonna archives all over ourselves. We've got enough rerolls. We'll just have to go down to 2. Because this is, quite frankly, too good to pass up. Right, what do we got? Attic wine cellar random. That's a solid no here. The weight room's pretty bad. That's, yeah, pretty bad. Like if it was the gym, it'd be fine, but not the weight room, I'm sorry. The rotunda is interesting. I don't think I've ever actually been in this room. Now, when we say can rotate, let's go scout a room here that goes right, I guess. Good. That's got 3 gems on it, though. What if I don't care about, Oh, I can rotate the floor plan. Ooh. Okay, sure, I'm gonna do whatever this thing is. Oh, it's the fucking attic. Yeah, okay. What do we got here? It's battery pack, not a pipe bomb. We've got keys, we've got the broken lever, which we need to find one of the gardening areas for. We've got a coupon book for the shop. We've got a shovel. Yeah, it could be handy. Dear Miss Marigold. Okay, no, wait, hold on, we've seen that. It's just about red prints stuff. Yeah, okay. We've got a safety deposit box key. Okay. Cool room, the attic. But yeah, not really helpful to our current circumstance. Let's go and rotate to the rotunda. Which I guess we'll have to do twice, because it's rotating the wrong way. Honestly, the rotunda's just kind of a weird, gimmicky way of saying, yeah, this is a passageway. Like, I'm not complaining. It's a cool set piece. But, yeah, basically amounts to that. Right, we're looking for green rooms. We're looking for a green room, and then we can prism key another green room. That's the dream here. Oh, balls. Okay. Well. Give it a redraw. So that is a green room. However, it's maybe the worst green room we could get. Can we... God, anything else? I'm willing to spend my gems on this. Like, what else am I going to use them for? I could just call it a day and mail room it, but... I feel like doing that. I guarantee you one of these things. Gambling? Hold on. Fuck the green rooms. We're going gambling. Hello. Out of order. Broken handle. I have a handle. Let's go gambling! Hell yeah. Okay, okay. Hold on. Up to 5 bonus spins. Ooh. Each bonus spin costs 1. Okay, hang on. What do we got here? We've got regular ones, and then we've got, like... That's so much money, actually. Yoink. We fucking love gambling here. I can... Oh, hello. Spin the wheel for your chance to win if I promise. Limit 1 wager per day. I mean... Yo. 4? What even are they? 2 free spins, tons of... Gambling! Gamble, 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 gamble. Fucking nothing! I'm immediately punished! Oh, I lost it all. Okay, well, not quite all, but... What if we got that green room now that I've been looking for? Launder currency, but I don't really want to. The vault doesn't actually do us anything, so we no longer have space to put a what's it down to redo it. So the only real room we can get left is the one in the boiler room, but I'm going to be honest, not bothered by it. Launder currency doesn't matter. They're both bad. Keys we don't care about. We still don't care about those. Mailroom, there we go. So at least we get a package tomorrow. Order placed. And there's... Yeah, there's something on here. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole the Baron's mail? Doesn't really help. Oh, I can get to one of these, right? No, it's a vault key, not a mail key. It's a letter from Papa, I believe. Don't see a lot else in here. No dunes, notably. I have been keeping half an eye out. Well, it's at times like these that I believe that gambling is the way forward. Just to kind of see what it does. Oh. Okay. Not great. Let's go gambling, surely. Surely I will be rewarded. Guys, I don't look like I'm getting rewarded. Bet it all on black, indeed, Sinclair. Oh. In fact, I did already try and bet it all on black, and it came up red, and I lost fucking half my lean inheritance up here. Hey, money! I mean, of course, we're going to spend that into... Wait, oh, if you don't hit cash out, it just eats everything? Or does it cash out automatically? Okay, I should maybe press the cash out button next time. Oh, shit, nice. Oh, 3 for each snake if I get the net. Right, okay, I should maybe, like, read the rules of this game. 2 nets and a coin doesn't do me anything. Doesn't really do me anything either. Ah, so close to 9 coins. That's also nothing. I say that, I am slowly making money off this. In a weird kind of roundabout way. Maybe that's how they get you. Whatever. This is a slot stream now, I guess. Oh. That's 3 coins. Yeah, I'll cash that out. And then... That's 10. The clovers are actually kind of great. Like, the fact that clovers exist make this kind of worth it. Okay. Oh, I see. I can hit bonus spin to try and, like... Ah, so I'm doing a full reroll each time. Right, I have just discovered what the buttons at the bottom do. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no, I think we just reroll that. 2 times, 2 times. Okay, but there's 2 times is on there. Imagine if I, like, bonus spin this and get either a snake or a, clover. I've lost everything. Oh, no! Well, look, it was going to be huge if it worked. And I do get a consolation 5 coins, so... Actually, I just made it all back, and it's a completely sound strategy. Oh, can we not with you? Hey, there we go. 6 coins. I'm actually making money on this. I should have done this first. Then I could have done 100 coins on the wheel. I would like to try and respin one of you into a triple coin, ideally. Please. 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 Wait, fucking... Game's rigged. Game is hugely rigged. Oh, okay, yeah. Free from catching the snake. I'll do that. Okay, but again, I'm gonna ask the question, what if we found a snake or a clover? Right then. So, like, this, if with a clover, gets me what, like, 20, 40, 80 coins? I think you gotta try it, right? Why don't I get anything for that? Come on now. Come on, clover, clover, clover. I've lost everything. God, I should have kept the net and not been so greedy. Because then at least if I got a snake, which I didn't find either, to be fair, but at least if I got a snake there, I could have made some back. Okay, we're on a bit of a downturn at the minute. It's not looking great for our hero. That's 6 coins. We're up to 15, which is 5 below where we started on. But look, look, I'm not even doing this because I need the money for anything. There's no other rooms I can buy in the house. I just like gambling. Please understand. Because this could be, like, if I find this room in the future, it's good to know how these things work and how best to kind of rig them. Admittedly, I think this is the one with, the best chances of actually getting some stuff out. Okay, 2 snakes. I could re-roll for a net and get, like, 6. Nah, 6 isn't even that worth it. Like, the nets are just nice when they happen. I don't think it's something we should be hunting for. Like, 80 coins is something I want to spend 5 on. I totally understand. Yeah, there we are. Sinclair gets it. I am about to run out of gambling money, though. Because the slots have not been kind. Oops, hang on. I right-clicked instead of left-click. I've got 4 more coins to spend here. That's 4 more chances at making my millions. How do I keep misclicking this? There we are. That's another 3. Here we are. We're still in this. We're still in this. Wow, the game hates me. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. I don't want to call it, but I think it may be Jova. No, it's never Jova. We're so back. We're so back, actually. We've never been more back in our entire lives. Okay, hear me out, hear me out. I've got 4 more coins. We respin for 2 times or another single coin. And there you have it. You pay 1 coin, you get 2 more. Let's see. Real gamblers, you know, they know not to quit. 99% of gamblers quit before they make it big. And this is just proof of that. For God's sake, nobody follow this advice. Oh, we're so in there. I love gambling. Okay, what if this was like a single coin? You just got to ask. It really is that easy. And we're back up to 13 coins. I keep missing... Okay, out of interest, what's the difference on these ones? Do we get, like... Oh, you only get 3 bonus spins on these ones, but if you get the big lever one, you get 5 bonus spins. Right. I was clearly clicking the lever. Come on now. Like, it doesn't like this bit of the lever up here. Oh, what? Okay, it's just dodgy. Hit reg. Okay. I think this is worth a spin. Maybe another one. Yep, there we are. I broke even on that. Net? Okay, we can reroll the snake out. And then that's 3. A 2 times or a single coin could be worth. But, okay, no. We paid the price. We're just going to break even with it and then move on. This is awful. We need to get out of here. Get out of there. Okay, that's worth a spin. Yep, that'll do. Thank you. Okay. If I get back up to 20 coins, I'm cutting my losses and calling it even. Which is looking like, you know, not completely out there. Okay, yeah. Just take the L on that one. 2 times and nothing, unfortunately. If there was a 2 times and something I could build towards, then I really would consider it. But we're on a bit of a dry streak again. Okay, that's 3. What if we got more? Fine, we'll take the 1 coin up. Also, what this is really illustrating to me as well is that the 3 reroll machines are not bad. Really? No, if this was a crown as well, I would absolutely spend all on trying to go for, like, the jackpot here, but you can't be doing that. That's 3 coins, you know, we just take the snake as, like, an extra, you know, thank you for that. Okay, we can reroll once here. Twice if we want to break even. There's no longer any logic to this, I just like gambling. Damn, I really like gambling too hard. Oopsie. 2 times and... okay. I'm also running out of coins for bonus spins, so I'm kind of in the lap of the gods for the last couple. Oh no. Is this how I go broke? Surely not. Not like this. Damn, exactly like this. Well, yep. The casino did what casinos do. Funny that. Let's, I never wish to see this room again. Except for when I very much do on a round where money might actually matter. That's good, though. I like that exists, and I like that I've seen it now. So, we need to go back. We need to, before we leave, we've got an upgrade disc which needs to be put in the lab. Or any computer, I guess. Is there one in the archives? No, it's just a bunch of books. Okay, so we need to go through the foundations. And then... Oh, I've got a shovel now. Yeah, I should probably, like... Okay, there's more coins, like... You know, we could gamble. No, I'm not going to go back to gambling. As funny as that would be. Let's grab our steak. We did not find a showroom, so this is just going to be 20 steps. There we are. A delicious porterhouse steak worth 21. Let's solve the boiler room puzzle for the chance of trying to find another classroom, I guess, because it's an extra 1 gold per day thanks to the lab, but... again, I think we'll be fine. Definitely some dig spots in here, because it's a garden room. There's, like, basically always a dig spot in every garden room. Ordinary key. Yeah, I appreciate the sentiment. Don't know what I'm expecting to find in here that's going to, like, revolutionize this run. Oh, sick, a turnip. Okay, yeah, why not? Don't need the metal detector from the commissary. I should maybe look before I press buttons because the upgrade disc was right there. There we go, right. What's this an upgrade disc for? We're looking at upgrading the parlor. Okay. Not even going to wash it off. I'm just going to lightly put some salt on it. That'll solve things. Gonna lightly salt this raw turnip and then shove it in my face. Right. Parlor with the 3, oh my god, okay. So a parlor with a 3 gem prize. Okay, sure. A parlor with 2 wind-up keys. So if you get it wrong, you've got another chance. I'd rather just get it right. Funeral parlor. Gem prize is equal to red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in the funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. Ho 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 ho. That... No, I'm sorry, this is just the best one. It's boring, but it's the best one. Like, that is a, because for this to even be worth it, I have to have already taken 2 red rooms, which are bad rooms. And it has the downside. It's like, this is enormous bait. I'm sorry, but $3 3 gem parlor it is. We're not done with our hijinks yet, though. Because we now need to go, actually, up to the commissary. Ooh, hello. Oh, coins. Neat. Uh-huh. And then back through here. Dig spot here, which I guess we will dig up, because why not? An ordinary key. Oh, there's a couple of gems here that I completely missed. Oopsie. Then we want... Did I ever get the breakfast from the breakfast nook? I don't think I did, you know. I think I just kind of forgot the breakfast nook existed. Yeah, because there's a key, and I could have added the morning room to my pool. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, it's an open mail thing. So what we need to do now is go into the den, and then back to coat check, and we must check in our lovely... I didn't even use this prism key in the end, but we've got to check in our emerald bracelet. And then I think we have to call the day there. So, okay. We found an upgrade disc in the trunk of the car. It's about finding that secret garden, I think. Or something on the right-hand side of the house that isn't normally there, that we don't normally see. Like... Yeah, I don't know that's the bloody secret garden. What rooms haven't we found? There's a bedroom we haven't found. There's room 46. Oh, this is all by number, actually. Okay. Room 8 we just haven't found. Interesting. 2 shops. All the red rooms have been found. Oh, studio editions. Okay. Interesting. Found floor plans, the mechanarium, outer rooms. There's one we haven't got. Okay. Well, we're going to call it a day. No, hold on. I'm going to double check. So we've checked in our emerald bracelet. We don't have the vault, so we can't do that. We've done the car keys. None of this is really ancillary. The only thing we could do is the boiler room, I think. But I'm not going to go back there and do it. So we're going to call it a day. Okay. So 5 extra... What that day amounts to, essentially, was an upgrade disc for the parlor. Garden Shopping Center of the Dead. The names it comes up with these things is interesting. I shall say that. Okay. We did find 3 new rooms. I guess the schoolhouse, the classroom, the casino, if I had to guess. Right, let's save and continue another day. That first run taking an hour. And honestly, an hour I had a whale of a time being here. God, I fucking love this game, man. Game's so fucking cool. Like, this is my personal, I think, game of the year this year. It's just such a good idea that you can show to people and be like, hey, this is, you know, a kind of cool and fun game that everyone can get invested in. Right, what do we got? A brass compass, 2 gems, 2 keys. Oh, the compass is more north rooms. Which probably actually pulled my ass out the fucking fire when I got oops, all dead ends. Let's get my allowance, which is now 17 coins. Not bad at all. And I think it's best to check the room outside first. Not an expert, but I think it's best. So let's go here and see... Let's go see what our potential options could be, actually. I kind of like looking at this room directory. Outer rooms. So, 2 special items. The shrine is really good. The trading post might be useful. The tomb has some secret bullshit in it. Schoolhouse is... It's good for rerolls. It's actually really not bad, actually. Special floor plans now cost footsteps instead of gems. Kind of ass when we have the emerald necklace. The shelter and one we haven't seen. So let's go and see if we can find the one we haven't seen, I guess. The root cellar. Rooms in your house were more likely to have dig spots for today. You know what? We haven't seen the root cellar, so for the sake of completeness, let's go and look at the root cellar. Can we eat any of said roots? There's so many dig spots in here. Okay, right. If we ever find a shovel, we like come back here basically as soon as we can. Oh, hello. Mount Holly family tree. Baron Thomas Sinclair. Baroness Auril. Herbert S. Sinclair. Simon H. Is that? That's not me, right? Mary Epson, Clara Epson, Lionel Epson, Lord William Epson, Lady Ashley. Okay. Huh. Neat. There's all sorts of, like, I guess, pickles and, like, starters for beers and that. Search continues. Author and illustrator's fanciful stories named Marion Marigold. Last seen by trying to get into carriage, like, no sign has been found yet. People are still searching for that author that went missing. Which I would love to know if we could try and work out what the fuck happened to her, but I don't know. I'm not even sure that's a question that is answerable in this game. That seems like such an impossible, like, task. But okay, dig spots. And we have a ton of them. And they're more likely to be good today, which is great. I love dig spots. Big fan of the digging spots. But yeah. I guess while I'm doing this first bit, I should take a moment to stop and actually, and, you know, like, be a streamer for a minute. But how's everyone in chat doing this fine evening? Oh god, I've been so used to being called Sinclair, I actually raised my head and you said that name, yeah. It kind of what prompted me to, you know, say this. Actually, I was like, oh yeah, it's like the Sinclair, our very own Sinclair in chat. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Ooh, hallway, yeah, hallway, kind of great for that starting room. And then select a new floor plan to permanently add to your estate's pool. Yes, I will spend 2 gems on that. That sounds awesome. And the kitchen. We're burning through gems because we've not found the emerald necklace yet. I can't be too. Our class in 2 hours needs to get packing soon for the 2:10 bus in less than an hour. Oh right. Busy then. Oh, right. Yeah. Ooh, here we are. After you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your pool. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Tomorrow, you will start with 1 key for each time room you draft day. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Yeah, okay, your dead end, evil. Yeah, the kennel, absolutely. Home to several Sinclair's hunting companions. It can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. And then a commissioned blueprint made from Reddington Elementary. These floor plans were deployed to Mount Holly as a short-term solution to allow the curriculum to continue uninterrupted while the new school was being built. Clock tower. Access to the Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted. Time is sacred, and any tampering of the estate's governing timepiece has never been risked. The kennel seems nice. We seem to be going for kind of like the dig build. Oh, and this shows me where the doors in the Great Hall are going to be. The Great Hall partitioning plan for Friday, December... Oh, but not necessarily for this. Okay. Interesting. Huh. What do we got? We do have a breakfast nook. How to fuck with that? Or maybe... No. Breakfast nook. Let's not be silly here. There we are. And the morning room is now in our pool, because we actually picked that up at a sensible time. Yeah, there you go. There's the morning room. Hello. God, I wish I had a shovel. 2 gems. There's... Ooh, a couple of dice. Hell yeah, ivory dice. Okay, that's a couple of free rerolls. That could be enormous, actually. There's... Okay, this is silly. There's no need to do... I don't want to spend 2 on the pass for it. No, give me a reroll. The den is ideal here. I think, yeah, you have to den this up. For sure. There is a trunk here. Was there a trunk in there? Oh, I didn't fucking check properly. I don't want to spend keys on these just yet. I feel like it's a bit too precious at the moment. What do we got? Yeah, security. I mean, great room to get early. We do like that. Let's use the computer. And then we can keycard system, system settings, set security level to low for the minute, and change the offline mode to unlocked. And then if we find the breaker room soon, we can come back here and change that security level to high, so we use less keys again. Might facilitate us doing some other stuff. Ooh. More gems, and also a way forward. The courtyard can always come up later is the thing. Yeah, I think we parlor this. So, who's ready for a logic puzzle? A wind-up key? Anything changed on the... these? No, okay. Right, what do we got? The empty boxes are both true. The gems are in the black box. This is not an empty box. I see. So, the way we do these is we always take one, assume it's true, and just kind of run it from there. So this is not an empty box, so you have the gems in. That would make it true. The gems are in the black box. That would be true. The empty boxes are both true. Well, if you're an empty box and you're true, and that's true, and that's true, that doesn't work, because one of these needs to be false. So, conversely, the gems are in the black box is true, means that's true, we end up in the same situation. So the empty boxes are both true. That's true. In which case... that's false and that's false as well, so that can't be true. So you're definitely false. And if you're definitely false, then the empty boxes are not both true. Which is, I guess, yeah, fine, because you're empty and false. Hang on, I've tied myself in a knot here. So, I don't think the gems can be in here. Otherwise, you two are true, and you're false? Does that work, actually? If this is true, and this is false. Then that's not an empty box. That gems are in the black box. The empty boxes are both true. But if the empty boxes aren't both true, if that's false... Jesus, this one's difficult. Okay. Ooh. I feel like I'm so close to getting it. Okay. Think. Okay, let's do the opposite. Let's do this starting with false. So, false, you're not an empty box, you've got gems in. Oh no, false, this is not an empty box, so false, you are an empty box. Which invariably makes you false, because that false box was lying. So that makes you true, which can't happen. You're false, the gems are not in the black box. You're false as well then, and you're false as well. So that can't be the case. Because if the gems aren't in the black box, then that is an empty box. Which means that not both the empty boxes are true. So that doesn't work either. If not both of the empty boxes are true, then that works. Because if you're false, then gems in the black box is... no, that doesn't work. I think it's black. I'm gonna go for it. Yep, I knew it all along. I definitely didn't just fuck it, we ball that one. Ooh, that's... the drawing room's really good. I actually want to take the spare room here, though, because, like, the drawing room would be really good kind of on our left here. But before we get too far up this path, I'm already kind of concerned that we are, you know, straying a little too far ahead here. Indeed. Oh, okay, there's another lock trunk in here. I'd really use a sledgehammer. And also our coat check. Early solarium? Yeah, that's worth spending a gem on. That's kind of amazing. Another dig spot as well. Anything around here? Nope. Okay, so we're more likely to get rare rooms. We have the observatory, which is great here, actually. So we're just going to take that. Yes, it costs a gem, but we'll deal with it. I'm still expecting my metal detector to go off. I don't have the metal detector anymore. I need to not stop looking for that. Clavis the key. And Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Hey, okay, okay. I see it, I see it. I don't know if the secret garden has 4 doors or not, but... Now. Do we just utility box this and then go off on one path? I think we do. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Let's keycard system off. Gym off, garage on. There we go. And then we go back around here to here. Then through the pantry because it's slightly faster. And then we go back through security here. Because now that the keycard system is off, we want to, once again, set our keycard system settings, security level to high, to reduce the amount of keys we're going to need, because the locked doors, you know, quote-unquote locked, will now just be open doors here. I've never actually looked at many of these. That's the vault. That's the casino. No. What room is that? No idea. That's the pool. That's the, oh, that's security. That's, the showroom. That's the gallery that I couldn't work out for ages. That's the, nursery. That's the office. One of the halls. That's like the nook. That's the music room? That's the library. That's the vault again. That's the wine cellar. That's the spare room. That's walk-in closet, if I had to guess. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get the kennel. New room. Let's go. Dog. Look at him. Hello, boy. I can pet the dog. I can pet the dog. 10 out of 10 game. Can't. No, they're dogs. What is it? Rabbit's foot? Greater chance of finding items. Okay. Sure, yeah, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, boy. Oh. This is great. Holy, there's so many dig spots. God, what I would give for a shovel. Like my kingdom for a fucking shovel at this point. Ah, I don't... Gotta be done. Come on. Shovel, 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 shovel. Yeah, know what? I'm not gonna sleep on a sledgehammer. Or some running shoes. Because it's a little way back, okay, but there are some trunks we could open. I'm gonna do them now rather than later. The one in the parlor. I don't think there was one in the parlor. There's one in here. Boink. Which has some gold and a key and a gem. Very worth. Oh. No, there was a dig spot in there. It wasn't a trunk, it was a dig spot. And the running shoes is also going to help us. Well, not hugely, but at least a little bit with energy issues here. Which we are going to start running into. Okay. Another little bevy of supplies. We could go back and buy the sleeping mask from the commissary now as well, and I think, you know, we will. That being said, I haven't seen a shovel in like 2 runs. Where the fuck is it? Also, where's my emerald necklace? This is a kind of a not very kind start to the run. Also, I really need to turn left at some point. I've just realized how much of an all-in that commissary was. Okay, sleeping mask. First time we enter each bedroom, the sleeping mask gain 5. It's going to help with our energy issues. We do have to start using keys. We've got no lockpick. Spread gems in each green room. Okay, it's a good green room, but the laboratory might randomly save our ass. So you kind of always have to pick lab, I think. Right, continue with experiment. Each time you find some trash or thing, that's not going to happen because we've got that. You draw a drawing room floor plan. Just keep adding more gold to my allowance, to be fair. I'm pretty sure we might have already drafted the drawing room, actually. I maybe should check that. Did we already draft the drawing room? No, drafted the drafting studio, not the drawing. Okay. What do we got here? You know what? The boudoir sounds lovely this time of year. Particularly because it gives us a bit of energy. Okay. Nothing especially... I mean, it's over the safe in the corner. Nothing especially noteworthy in there. I am burning through keys. I've got to redraw. I can't take the casino. I'm sorry. Wow, a vault for a present. I really wanted this, Dad. Yeah. You know, I can go with the other 3 vaults in this fucking house for some reason. I guess that's what we used our trunks on, is getting this stuff. There's also more dig spots in the foundation, but you never guess what I still haven't got. Shovel. The Great Hall, that's going to take so many keys. The boiler room, theoretically, I guess. Oh, piss. I've got to actually do the puzzle. Okay, maybe I don't. The rotunda is... We don't have enough gems for it, so it doesn't actually matter. It's starting to fall apart, this one. It's starting to fall apart real fast. Oh, it's just when you draft the weight room. Fuck. Okay, well, fine. At least these are both. We can't get the cloister. We don't... because we don't have... I guess we take the Great Hall, although I'm not a huge fan of it. This one feels like a sinking ship. Right, okay, we're going to take the library. And we've got a history of... India. Forward. Holy shit, it's an SCP document. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the older generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. What the fuck? Okay. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often noted as Agiera, by the ascension of the first king, redacted, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known, before his coronation, as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris and led by the end... Okay. Ooh, hello. Ooh! Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. That means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning, with this letter, the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition, an uncensored copy of the history of India could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say well done, fair play, and perhaps on my next visit we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Bon Margle, Redguard. Ooh, I've fucked that up slightly. This book is like giga redacted. I don't think I'll read all of that. To be honest, that's a lot of words. But interesting. So there's an uncensored version of that we could maybe find somewhere. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Sure, what books are for sale? You know, I wish I had 50 coins. Where's my casino? I need to go gambling. That's how I make 50 coins here. Surely here. You know what? That's a start, honestly. I'll take it. Oh, damn, they're expensive. Yeah, I forgot how expensive the books were, actually. Like, 50 gold for an uncensored copy of the book. That's a lot, you know. But, okay, at least we've essentially been led by the nose through that one. Just be like, yeah, this is how you get the other end of that book. I can't believe we got the kennel. We got the root cellar. And then no shovel to open anything. Because we could be not using keys here. Right, billiard room, I guess. Who's ready to do maths? Okay, 13 is 13. 4 and the middle is 25. So, no, it must be 10. 14. No, okay. What the fuck is the middle? Is it 8? Is it like a double, I remember? No. If only you had 3 gems for the attic. I mean, I suppose maybe there's a shovel there. Yeah, you know what? You might be right there. Oopsie. I might have slightly overlooked that. No, it was worth a shot. Right, let's do them in order so we can work out how much the middle's worth. Doubt it'd be any of these. We've already tried 4, so let's go 5. No. 6. No. 7. No. 8. No. Now, 9 would be... Because I think on an all dartboard, the bullseye is like 25. So, 25 minus the 20 would make that 9. No, okay. I'm just completely wrong. 10. 11. I'll get you eventually. 12. 13? Didn't think so. 14. Maybe it's just 10, although I just already tried that. Yeah. 15. 16. Interesting. So the middle's worth 12. Or is it 3 times? Okay, this will be interesting now. So then we have... That's division, I think. So this needs to divide exactly. So if it's 12, this is 15 by 9, which doesn't work. If this is times 3, then this is 3 times 3, which is 9, divided by 9, which is 1. It is 3 times, okay. Oh, fuck, okay. 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times 3 is, 6. No. Add them all up and then that's the same, actually. So it's 6 times 3. Or is it 6 times 9? No, 4 times 3 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6. Add them up as 18, which is the same as 6 times 3, because that's how operators work, you dum-dum. You did a physics degree, you should know that. 18 minus 20 is minus 2? Balls. 13, So, this was... I've forgotten it. 4 times 3 is 12. We got to like 16, right? I guess also you could do times 4. Yeah. No, because that doesn't work. 3 3s are 9. divided by 9 is 1. How does this fucking thing work? Because 12 divided by 9 is not 1. What secrets do you hold, middle? Oh, it's squared, isn't it? It's squared. That's how you get 3 times 3 and 4 times 4, you dummy. So you get 16 from 4 by 4, and then 2 times 2. Or you do 6 6s are 36 minus 20 is 16. There we go. Right. Okay. Took me a little while, but we got there. Okay. That for someone who has done a master's degree in physics, that took me too long. Right. Fine. Using one of the keys here. That's a little too many gems. Well, I guess we've got a wine cellar we can go and grab some more gems from, because why not? Maybe I should have actually gone for the bedroom. But, you know, I'm sure it'll work out fine. I'm sure we won't run out of energy, smile. This has not been our greatest run. It had the potential to be something quite nice. And it really has just since abandoned us. Okay, I don't really want to come back to this room and use keys if I can at all. Now you turn up! You... Okay. Sure. Whatever, let's go to the music room and just get some keys. That... Okay, that's a special key, I guess. A regular key. The key card is counted as a major key, it's kind of funny. Okay. There's also like a riddle in that, which... Let me give it another read. I think I have read this before. Find within these first ones sung the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. Half note held is quite fun. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden neath the keys. In bold words sung by you and me, fractured note, an angered plea. In bold words sung, I do repeat, the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on the simple clue. White pages lined with melodies. Do not hide the words. Do hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. First words on the... I was going to say, don't tell me that the game expects you to play the piano to solve this puzzle. No. Thankfully, you don't have to have musical theory, but you do need to find extra pages. So first words on the... I can remember that. First words on the... And then we obviously a page 5 of this somewhere. Fuck knows where, but, you know, if we do. I'm going to guess this is energy. This is 2 bedrooms, so it's double sleep mask time. And I might find, like, a couple of gems in here. I was kind of hoping for a key, but... That'll do. Doesn't mean I'm going to have to crack open more of the Great Hall. Which, I'm not hugely enthused by, if I'm being honest. Go on, then. Please, let this just be the fuck! Well, I guarantee this door's locked as well. So, never mind, I'm actually saved. I'm saved, I'm saved, I'm saved. Thank fucking God for that. Right. Here we go. And then in here, which is... Oh my God, it's not locked. Yeah, I would like a cloister, actually. And I know that... Yeah, there we go. It's the middle of that. Which would be great if I had a shovel! Fucking story of my life at this point. I don't want to... You know what? Food for sale. Fuck it, why not? I could do with some food. Is there a chef's salad? Oh, there is, actually. And I've got, like, a number of green rooms. Okay, let's make sure that we have enough for the chef. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's take a club sandwich. Get a little bit of energy back. And then... want something that kind of turns... Oh, the West Wing Hall, actually, would be pretty good. Oh, God, I regret not taking that attic. Yeah, that's locked. I don't really want to fuck with it yet, then. That's not. Luxury items leads to a color of your choice. Geist bedroom. Well, I'm not going to, yeah, blow my last 2 gems on that. This is a little bit more energy. A couple of dice. A spooky, scary ghost that is just there. I love this guy. He just lives here now. And I mean, I guess this unironically is the best use of my shit. There's a walk-in closet. It's got 4 items. Yeah, you know what? We'll give it a go. We've got 2 keys, a cupcake, and a gem. Kind of disappointing, honestly. Okay, so now I have to guess the 1 in 3 in the Great Hall again. I think is the issue. God, I really regret not taking that attic. You're so right for that, Sinclair, honestly. It's a huge blunder. Be right, be right, be right, be right, be right, be right, be right. It wasn't right. However, I didn't realize there was one of those in the Great Hall. Is that how you open the right-hand one? Are we anywhere close to getting the right-hand one? No, we fucked it by taking a storeroom. Okay. New plan. Be wrong and give me keys. Or just be wrong and kill me, I guess. Okay. Well, what did this do for me again? Corrections of finding items. Well. I'm sad to say, I think with a total of 0 things dug with the root cellar and the kennel, we have to call it a day. It's been a disappointing one. I'm gonna be honest, but not every day can, you know, be coming up roses. But yeah, with no keys left, there's basically not much we can do there. Also, we had like the latest coat check I think I've ever seen. Like, we need that shit like room 2. So I don't have to pay gems for anything. Right, day 29. We're still looking for like a secret garden or a room on the right-hand side that'll like let us out the building somehow. Or maybe something underground? I don't know. We're going to draft the outside room first. And then I better not have missed a shovel in that root cellar. That would be incredibly annoying if I just missed one in there. I could have done so much with that run if, like, that didn't happen. You give me a tool shed. Ooh, hello. Adjustable gear wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Okay. And, well, at least we got a shovel this time. No root cellar, but we got the wrench as well, which is neat. I'm all about that. Okay. Well, here we go again then. Whenever ooh, that's really good. Whenever an item would be spread throughout the house, they're placed here instead. Yes, kind of love that. Thing, like... No. Okay. Well, that's really good to get early. A walk-in closet with 4 items. Wow, we could have used that shovel like last one for like, the billion dirt piles. I know! It would have been so nice! Oh, wait, running shoes. And a key and 2 gems, I think, is our sum total here. Okay. Honestly, a bit of an underwhelming walk-in closet, but it's a dead end we don't have to worry about anymore. I think a bedroom here works. But before we go into it, we're going to come and draft these other 2 rooms. Yeah, for me, it's got to be a hallway there. And then I'm thinking... a den? Yeah, a den. Let's not draw the drawing room too early. Let's go see what's at the end of this den as well. Laboratoire. We do love a laboratory. Oh yeah, absolutely make my laboratories common. Hell yeah! Thank you. That's fucking sick. I want to see this all the time, actually. We love the laboratory. Every single run. Right, experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Well, if you draft a hallway from another hallway, for each bedroom you draft after your second immediately. One key, one gem, one die. Each bedroom I draft after my second game, one key, gem, or die. We could actually do the very funny thing where aquariums technically count as bedrooms, so I could, every time I draft a bedroom or an aquarium after my second, I just add 3 aquariums to the pool. And go, oops, all aquariums. The unfortunate thing is that doesn't actually allow us to find the rooms with, like, levers and stuff in. But it is funny that we can do that. We should be like, oops, all fish. Security? We do like security. I think we like it enough that... oh, yeah, can we also have security be common? I didn't realize so many of these were mechanical. Huh. I'll be back once I reach this rust stop to BRB. Indeed! No worries at all, Sinclair. Okay. Oh, that's it. Terminal password is Swan Song, I think. Now I've seen that, I remember the password. Anyway, keycard system. You know the vibrations. We're going to be turning that down to low. And we're going to be changing the offline mode to unlocked. And if we ever see the bastard Lena... whatchamacallit. I've forgotten the name of it. I mean, I guess there are worse places for a dead end than here. So I'm going to take a storeroom. There we go. A couple of those here. And then... right. Well, I'll take the parlor, I guess. More gems is never a bad thing. Wind up key. And then. The gems are in this box. The statement is of no help at all. I mean... I don't know. The gems are in the blue box. Okay. The gems are in this box. True. Means you're also true. Means I guess you're true. You're false. Then you're also false. And you're still true. Always be at least one box which stays true. Okay. I mean, that works, but like... I guess you could maybe mind game this is like, well, it's false that that statement is of no help at all. Because... because by nature of it being false, it is useful in telling me that that's the correct solution. Yeah, okay, I guess that was it. That was a fairly... what I had to think about for a second there, but... ooh. Yeah, that's a pantry angle if I've ever seen one. And an apple, and... this is a really good passageway, to be fair. You don't get much better passageways than that, so I'll quite happily spend the two gems on it. Commissary could be quite nice. Let's go see what they've got. Wait, I have a shovel, and I've definitely seen dig spots. Oh, shit. Let's buy a salt shaker, and a sledgehammer, and a metal detector, and a gem, I guess. or as many gems as we're allowed to. We're going to have to backtrack a bit here anyway, so actually this works out fine. Let's go back to... Let's go back and check for dig spots. I feel like there's been one that we've missed, maybe in security. No, was I thinking of last run? I might be thinking of last run. In laboratoire? Nope. Okay. A sledgehammer now as well. So if we see any trunks about, like say in a hallway, you know, for example, we could go and bust that. But I think I'll bust it later, because what I actually want to do first is head into this bedroom. I'm fine with losing one here to the chapel. That's all right. Have a quick check around. No way to make my money back. We've got... Oh, the breakfast nook. Okay, I quite like the breakfast nook, actually. Key, bacon and eggs. And then... Do we want to just, like, cap this off with a closet? I'm gonna... It's slightly risky. Ooh, sleep mask. So that's an extra 5 energy on the way back through the bedroom, which is very neat. Okay. Does mean we've lost all our gold, but... We are +2 and then +5 from the sleep mask. Nothing on there this time. I really thought there was something I could have dug here, but I guess I was mistaken. There is something we can sledgehammer, though. Boink. There we go. Ooh, a couple of keys. Actually, yeah, that's very good for us. Yeah, we will be taking the... again, we could just not. We could just not. And I'm tempted to not. Let's get another dead-end room out of the way. Plus, this gives us another 5. Plus, it's a bedroom for the purposes of the laboratory, which might give us extra, like, dice, which would be really neat. Does mean we're going to have to do, you know, like, a bit of a loop around all of this shenanigan-tree again, but this does leave us in a good position still. You can't really argue that too much. What was there? Oh, it was a commissary, right, and it was selling gems, which is what I spent all my money on. I remember now. I thought it was a kitchen. I was like, what did I even... what did I eat? Ooh. Stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. I guess... Well, I'm going to dark room and I'm going to come back to it later. Because it's going to... Oh, I'm going to have to enter it actually once to just... Oh no, the power's off. And then go find the breaker room. And then turn that back on and then we can kind of jump and jive from there. Let's go get this... It's not this end room because it's a keycard door. Which is another reason why we need to find the breaker room, like stat. Oh, cruel, 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 cruel. I have 8 gems. I don't need coat check. I gotta take spare room. It's gotta be done. Thank God that wasn't a keycard door, otherwise we were actually just fucked. Corridor is always left unlocked, which means it's like 2 doors if you squinted it. Or I could pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room. Today's draft pool. No. I don't particularly need them there. They're like extra niceties, but they're not really anything that's super important. Old shoe. Few old coins. That'll work for me. Ordinary key will super work for me. And a rather dirty old coin. No qualms there whatsoever. We will use a key. Now, what am I looking for here? The gym is nice, again, is the thing. Would have liked the kennel, admittedly, before I dug all the things. Hello, boy. Oh. Good dog. There's only 1 dig spot in here, as opposed to like 73. And it has a nail. But at least this unlocks this. I love that. But I also don't think it's worth spending a token on so sure. Now, what's the distribute thing here? Enter. Spread gold. Coins are spread distributed in a number of rooms currently active throughout the estate. I'm back for a limited time since I have to mod a stream soon. Totally fair enough, Sinclair. I appreciate you stopping by. While I try and work out where the fuck I'm going with this run. We go back there? No. I think I'm gonna... We're really burning through keys. Is my current issue. That's really bad. We need to do something other than that. Don't love that either. Like, the boiler room is... I'm gonna have to just solve the boiler room puzzle, aren't I? Man, it's cold out here. Actually, no. No, hold on. While I've got the wrench. Give me... Workshop is common. Okay, there was a reason for doing that. Because I, like, hardly ever see this room. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I can totally make, the detector shovel, yeah. My old detector shovel is back. Yippee! There we go. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Much greater chance of finding keys and coins while digging. But we seem to be just... Oh, and this is also where you find... Hello! Music sheet number 08. Message. And an A carved in stone. So first word of the something 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 message. Code check is really not helping me at the minute. That locks off 2 rooms. So I guess we have to boudoir this. Okay. That does add something to our thing from the lab, right? Oh no, I guess it didn't count the first bedroom. Extra key. Keeps us in the fight for a bit longer. Courtyard is not particularly good. There we go. There. Okay, we're totally happy losing this middle room here. I think I should also make this common. Let's just make it all common. All these rooms are good. I feel like that defeats the point of it somewhat. Right, keycard system off. Gym off. Dark room on. Garage on. There we go. So now the dark room, we don't need to worry about its downside. We can sprint through here. Back through the kennel. Now, I did dig in this room before I got the kennel, so does that, like, count? Are you gonna be... Oh, you're, a keycard door anyway. Yeah, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Before we take any higher ranked rooms, because, again, I'm really concerned about our key situation. We're gonna move back through here to security. Thank you, Running Shoes, for keeping us spry there. It's 47 out here. Oh, 8.3. That's a bit nippy, yeah. Yeah. Speaking as someone who lives in the, well, I suppose, kind of close to the frigid north of the world. Like, 8.3 is like, yeah, that's, you know, that's, I'll consider putting a jumper on weather. Right. Keycard system, that's what I was looking for. Keycard system settings. Set the security level to high. There we are. So we've got a higher chance of finding those doors, and they'll all be unlocked. Which is very nice. Now, we need to go back up to the passageway and kind of choose our path from there. I think first on the docket should be looking at what the other side of the dark room is. There's also normally, like, something in the dark room, like a key. My hair is still wet, which makes it worse. Oh, yeah, actually, you know, being out, like, particularly if it's windy when your hair's wet, is not ideal. I feel that, yeah. This sounds to me like a good foyer opportunity. J.R. Yenna, Baron Edwin Sinclair, Count Isaac Gates. I remember some of these in the family tree, but not some others. Lord William Epson, Baron Thomas Sinclair, Major Nicholas Key the Fourth. Yes, we like more gems and, starting with gems tomorrow. Hello, morning room. Is there a dig spot in here? There sometimes is. Nope, naturally the one time I have an advantage for digging, it's just like, certainly not. There is a couple of coins in here. And a coupon. Okay. Would have been nice to have that coupon book before I bought everything in the shop, I guess. But, oh well. The gym we can actually enter with impunity. But the West Wing Hall we can only get on this side of the house. So, I guess we take the West Wing Hall. That's a dining room. I don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. Do still have one more route available to us as well. Extra gem. Door is locked. That's, yeah, we were kind of expecting some of that. That's got to be a reroll, I think. And another one. Well, you can't say we didn't try. Okay. Unfortunately, that ends in the nursery, then. Gives us... don't know what that gave us. I'm kind of regretting not taking the trophy room, but... I suppose it could have been worse. There's another couple of dice here, so at least we have... them back. So the opportunity cost wasn't too great. We got a lab experiment out of it. Okay, okay. So we've got a long way to walk back, essentially. Through to here. Other side of the passageway. It's actually not as far as I thought. Okay. Here we go. There's an and a with June without and. Oh, that stays the same. Interesting. This, I guess, has to be the pool? I'm particularly, like, enthused by adding the locker room and the saunas there, but I guess this is also free money, so, you know, not going to complain about that. And a key card. Okay. And something else? Something else, apparently. I wonder what. No? We just give up on that? Ah! A key! Oh my god, that was well hidden. And also, very necessary. The greenhouse would be great and all if it wasn't a dead end. No, actually, it's fine it being a dead end because we've got the foundation there. And I happen to know that there's a broken lever spot there. There's a key there. That's very good. Oh, I can dig in the plant pots? Oh, okay. Neat. There's a gem flower. A watering can. The first time you enter each green room, use water to gain one... Ah, okay. Aha! Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue holder cannot be paid with gems of coin. These sheets. So, first word on the sheets... like, is the message or something. Is a message. Is what I have to assume. So we need to go back to the music room and just take the first words. And find all these sodding sheets again. Okay, right. Let's... I regret putting the dining room all the way over here. Because, like, it's going to take me about as many steps to get to and from it as it would to eat the fucking dinner. Right, what do we got? I mean, you know, an aquarium. Nah, observatory. You don't need to burn the aquarium yet. Let's have a look. Let's go stargazing. What do we got here? Apples are extra delicious. +1 diamond. +3 steps. Okay. It's alright. Shame we couldn't get that on the day where I had, like, an entire fucking orchard because of the classrooms, but... You know, we'll deal with it. Tomorrow you start a day with 20 extra steps. Tempting. The courtyard, however, I think now is the time. We will watering can for a gem. We will dig for a couple of old coins. We will dig again for a few more old coins. We will sledgehammer this. For a couple of dice, that's huge. Okay. I'll take a solarium with a dig spot. And also, I guess, another gem. A few old coins. Any of these music sheets? Doesn't look like it. Oh, that's cruel. I need, yeah, I maybe regret the solarium a little. I'll give it a reroll. Not what we need, really, is it? No, I'm gonna need something different. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Right, so yes, it's 3, but look, I can do this, and the watering can has paid for itself. We can get into the middle here. Pick up a nail. Which unlocks all the doors. Because of the kennel. Alright, that's kind of huge. That's pretty huge. Okay, yeah. So we need a path up and to the left here. And also to find the broken lever from somewhere. Coat check is like the last thing I need right now. This is... no. I mean, I guess we could billiard room it. Sure. Hello, something in here. A single coin. Right. Okay, now that we know how this works, it should be a doddle. So we got 3. We got 20 minus 5 is 15. No, 20 divided by 5 even is 4. We got 18 minus 12 is 6 times 2 is 12 divided by 6 is 2. And 23 minus 3 is 20 times 3 is 60 divided by 6 is 10. A doddle. Ooh. Key to the secret garden. Can I find the secret garden? Like, once. Please. You've no idea how much I would love to find the secret garden. Whenever you enter a ballroom... I mean, that doesn't really appeal. Set my gems to 2. Actually, I'm gonna cost... like, it's gonna cost me 2 to do this anyway. So sure, why not? More! Under these stars, the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The gowns glide on, the music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12. When that means... what that means, only time can tell. Are... true... wait, the first words... a true... are a true message? The first words are a true message. Wait, hold on. Are you telling me I can just... fucking... I just have to find the key? Oh, the key does not fit. Okay. Where on earth do I find the secret garden? Now we aquarium. And what I'm going to do is something called the pro gamer move. Oh yeah, we get a little bit there, and then... yoink! Gem. There's also a key on there, which is very useful. Not that we need it, because we have the dogs. Hmm. There's... So here's my dilemma here. There's a reason to spread stuff to the patio. Because, or, you know, like, pick the patio and spread gems. Because they'll all end up in the conference room. And then I could maybe find a freezer and just freeze my assets. However, I'm going to pick the terrace. Because I don't think I pick it that often. And I want to see if this is where the secret garden key is. Like, maybe it's hidden in here somewhere? No, perhaps I was a fool. Okay. God, the secret gardening is going to drive me insane. What do we got here? Yeah, and I'm once again confronted with the fact that the freezer might be the best option here. Yeah, look, I don't think this run is going places. So we shall freeze our accounts until tomorrow, but not before. Piss. Okay, it just does that when you open the room, huh? Ton of keys in here. And a passage. There's also a temperature gauge in here. Makes me think we have some way of, like, tampering with this? Maybe? With, like, the boiler room? I don't know. Anyway, we froze our coins. We did not pick up the emerald bracelet. We found the secret garden key, but not the secret garden for, like, the umpteenth time. I don't think there's anything else we can really do. What are these again? I've got 17 of them, but I don't know what the hell they are. So, I suppose we shall call it a day. Yeah, we got 30 coins in the bank, so, you know, there's wiggle room in there. Garden Chateau. Yeah. See, I think I'm quite good at, like, getting to the end of this. It's just getting the antechamber levers to line up is a bit of a pain. And then also trying to work out what I saw down there again is a bit of a pain. Okay, day 30. We've been here almost a month. I feel like we're getting close, though. Like, I feel like we've been close, sorry, for, like, quite a while. There we are. 51 coins to start with. You can't argue with that. Yeah. I guess that would be Mount Holly, given the shape of it. How it's kind of, like, similar to the, what you call it? The, like, family crest. That's a shrine. That's an easy shrine, because these shrine blessings, remember last time, were cracked. Make an offering. What's the max I can put in here? Like, can I just dump 30 coins in here? Like, what if I just... Okay, 30 is the max that it animates to, so I'm going to put 30 in. The Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you have the option to draft that room from the grounds the following day. Okay. So if there's a room I really want to carry over, like coat check, for example, given that it seems to never turn up on time, then yeah, we can just have that. We can guaranteed pull a day through to tomorrow. Or if we maybe for once find this fuck-ass secret garden, I can be like, actually show up, please. Right, we start with a hallway. And over here, we're gonna find a... Not hugely... You know, an early commissary is like, it could be worse. And I guess we'll take a break. No. Okay. So. Breakfast nook first. Add the morning room to the pool. Don't really want to... any of these, fucking hell. Gotta be a passageway even though I don't like it. And then we come back into here. Oh my god, a shovel. They said it couldn't be done. And I could have bought a salt shaker, but oh well. It's fine. It would have added, like, one step to our... that's a good morning room. That's 2 gems to recoup the 2 I've lost. There we go. And, don't particularly want to spend 2 gems on that. Pantry? Yeah. I think pantry. There we go. Keeping our energy nice and topped up, even though we've been faffing about with the steps a bit here. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna get on a workshop per se. Here's the last music note in here, because it does always contain this. So if we find message, okay, yeah. Anything we can combine here, out of interest? Sledgehammer for broken lever. That's interesting. It's amazing how much of the stuff the broken lever goes with, but, like, I know for a fact we kind of need to spend it on other stuff. This is also kind of bad. I'm going to take the spare room. I really want an opportunity to turn right. I do not currently have the rerolls for it. That's a very early key. We'll use it. We're up here. But I'm not happy about it. Give me the den. And then, like I say... Ooh, hello. That's what we can bust here. Keys. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's all coming up arty. Let's go. Okay. And then... Eastwing Hall, I guess it's got to be. I particularly want to take a chapel on 6 coins. It's like the one time where you're not poor enough that it doesn't affect you, but you're also not rich enough that it doesn't affect you. You're at that. Rare chance of finding items in green rooms in this veranda. Okay. I don't think I've seen the veranda before, so... Well, we'll give it a go, give it a dig. An ordinary key. That. And a metal detector. Uh-huh. That's what we can bring back to the workshop. Another ordinary key. That was very worth it, actually. 2 gems for 2 keys. Don't hate that at all. And we can get another key, a gem, and some coins by visiting the storeroom here. Alright then, and that's also, like, plenty of green rooms on the map, which, you know, sets up a potential, like, you know, club sandwich or similar later. Remember how we had 1 key, like, a minute ago, and now we're rolling with 6? Yes, the laboratory, I think, is worth it here. I mean, when isn't it, really? It's a good room. There's a thing in here. There's a snake in my boot. Where's the thing? Something around there, then. Like, right... Oh! Got a single coin on the floor. No wonder I was struggling to find it. I was like, hang on, am I going mad? Okay, continue with experiment. While drafting, you draw a drawing... Yeah, okay, let's do that one, I think. If you draw a drawing room floor plan, gain 1 die, gem, or key. Then we want something that turns right here. We're doing this without dice, which is asking for trouble, because this can happen. I'm not particularly worried about energy, so I will take observatory here. Although maybe I should just... maybe I should also got a dead end out the pool, though. There's a compass. Let's go and get our goodies from the observatory, and then I guess we'll march our way back. The sale, everything is 15% off today. See flyer for detail. Again, kind of wish I'd... only valid following locations. Commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and bookshop. Oh, finding a bookshop. And buying that uncensored book for 25. Now that would be something special. Do we go all the way back to the hall? It's quite a few steps is the thing. I feel like while we're here, we may as well draft this, given we have to go past it anyway. That's security. So, yeah, we are, of course, going to be taking it. And then doing the standard. Keycard system. Settings. Set security level. Low. Offline mode. Unlocked. There we go. And then... well, we could start making our way back this way. Oh, that's a rough set of rooms. I might have to take chapel here, and I'm not happy about it, but needs must. It's the only way forward. Also, no gold being left in here anymore. Yeah, maybe. Or do we just corridor it? I'm gonna corridor this. There's an argument to be made for parlor, but I am choosing to ignore it. Oh, Christ. Okay, well. Suppose we can go back to security after this, so that's nice. That's the other one I need to do. There we go. Right, standard process. I feel like this is so close to coming together, like, so many times. And it's... like, we had that really good first run, and then the rest of it is just not quite materialized. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to set our security level to high again. There we go. Right. Okay, now, I really should go back to the hallway, I think, and, like, gather some more resources from the earlier sections. Because trying to attempt this with, like, no dice or no way to reroll is risky. Also, I could, you know, stop by here. Metal detector shovel works. Shovel compass works, weirdly. Doubt salt will work with anything, but you know, you never... you always maybe check. I'm kind of wondering what shovel compass is. But it's probably not better than the detector shovel. Oh, I can actually look at it. Oh, it's the dowsing rod. Yeah, no, the detector shovel's just better. There we go. Delicious. Okay. Also got this first word of each note's a true message. Okay. Right, back at the front, and like 43 energy is still fine. Plus we get a little extra something for being in here. Couple of coins. We're really looking for a bookshop. That's a really good time for coat check, though. Okay, this means we have to pay super close attention to our energy. So let's retrieve our emerald bracelet. So we don't care about gems anymore. I think an early kennel here is good. Oh, hello, there's something in here just hastily. Ah, 3 coins. No, more than 3. There's also normally at least a dig spot in here. There we are. And that should unlock this door, which is handy. Yes, in the absence of being able to roll anything else, we'll draft the kitchen. The sale, 50% off today only. Wood fried pizza needs a furnace. I will buy everything you have, basically. Nah, hold on. Don't buy everything, because we don't know how many coins we're going to get. And if a book is 25, we might want to actually exercise some caution here. I really don't want to use the West Wing Hall here. But I might not have a choice, I think. It kind of sucks to be blocked off by this utility closet dead end, but... Next we enter a boudoir. Ooh. The ladyship chamber. No, the greenhouse. The greenhouse is good. Here we go. Let's dig here. A worthless old tin can. Thank you, Detector Shovel, for the better items you're allegedly giving me. An ordinary key. There's no flowers in here this time. A few old coins. There was a music sheet in here. Trees. And there's also... Ooh, I've got the broken lever. There we go. Let's open her up so we can actually get to the antechamber. Right, important find then. I think it was a worth use of the West Hall in hindsight. So now I've done that. I've only got 3 green rooms. Kind of just want to spend like a bunch on bananas, I'll be honest, because this is a lot of energy. And I think 5 coins, particularly with the detector shovel, is like findable, so I'm going to take a bit of a gamble on that. In the meantime, so if we're really... You know what? No, that's 3 extra coins. We don't need that much more energy. I kind of want... Part of me wants to fully use up the kitchen, part of me thinks it's not worth. Okay. Let's keep moving around here. I think we could be onto something. It is possible. So we're going to need to go to... Oh, shit. The only room we have left is security, because I thought the observatory went up to the foundation, but it didn't. Oopsie. Okay. Well, let's not fuck up the run here just because we don't have any rerolls. Right. We're going to need some prayers. Here we go. I think. Yeah, the parlor isn't bad here. The parlor is probably the best room for us. Extra 3 gems. Also some... Oh, an extra coin. Neat. Right. This box is not empty. This box contains gems. All statements that contain the word gems are false. Let's take you as true, because that seems to be interesting. So, all statements that contain the word gems are false. That's true. This box contains gems. That's false. This box is not empty. That can be true. Yeah, that works. So then we have a true, a false, and a true. Which means the gems are in you. I'm stupid, apparently. Okay, well, moving on. Aquarium leads to 2 rooms here, which is, again, more options the better, really. Also, there's a key and a gem here, and a dig spot. Key to the secret garden, and because we dug, that means these doors are unlocked. There's also something else in here, apparently. Ooh, boudoir saves us. Gets us just... Is there something else? Oh, there's a single coin. There we go. Anything in the boudoir? It would appear not. Oh, well. Aside from this big fuck-off safe, which I still don't know how to open. So I guess we will... Ooh, shit. Okay. I guess in this case, you actually take the closet. And we get a dice. Okay, an ivory dice. That's super valuable. That could get us out of a jam. Oh. No, this is alright. This is alright. The courtyard is fine here. We really would like to loop back around to the foundation at some point, but the courtyard is absolutely fine. Particularly if it comes with a trunk we can bust open. For more goodies. Okay, not the useful kind of goodies, but goodies all the same. And then a coin, which unlocks the doors. Which is cool and groovy. Oh, Christ on a bike. Okay, do we garage here? I'm gonna garage. And I'm gonna... Oh, I don't have car keys, so I can't open that. But I can find these. There we go. I can open this up, I think. Yep, there we go. So we've got a path back to the start, should we need it, which is a quicker way to get to the kitchen, I guess. Go us. Nothing else in here, it looks like. Yeah, that's nothing. It was like a second shovel or something for a minute, but nope. I'm just going mad. Ooh, yes. Dining room. We do not have a furnace. But that's fine. Okay, I'm going to go here first. One day it'll work. Do I... walk-in closet, maybe? Or do I just dark room, and then... Have we got a breaker room somewhere? We have got the utility closet, just a bit further down. Take a fair few steps to get back to, but we could. Yeah, I think dark room's the play here, actually. And then we're not going to eat that. We're going to eat that afterwards in case we draft like a furnace up here or something. So back through this courtyard. I love the fucking garage music. I think it's the music tied to that room. God. Fucking banger. Oh, we're going to have to go through the chapel. Stinky. That was my book money. You're going to take 2 of. God damn it. I didn't go in the dark room, so it doesn't count. I'm wasting all my fucking steps. You have to go in, and then it trips the power, and then... Oh, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. Oopsie. Well, it's fine. It's a good thing we had shitloads of spare energy. Yeah, you have to go in here, and then it goes... And then you go back and do that. Okay, I've got to... Again, I've got to really watch my energy. That might have been a very costly mistake. As is this, because I've gone to the wrong fucking place. Stop trying to rush it. Right, through the chapel. Which is also going to cost us another 2 coins, which actually could be fatal here if we find a bookshop. Well, not fatal, but, like, annoying. Here we go. Right. We're back on kind of track. We're going to have to use that dining room meal to prop ourselves back up. But we do also have quick access back to the kitchen now if we need. And coat check. Where are we? Here we are. Right. Dark room is no longer dark. Let's just see if we can get like a Geist bedroom. That would be ideal. Extra key. Not going to turn my nose up at. Given that we need one. So it pays for itself. Now, hear me out. What if all that money I lost doesn't matter? What if we went gambling? Is something still in here? No, it's in the next room, I guess. Aha! What if it actually didn't matter? Because I forgot this room just gives you a load of money. And something else, apparently. Where am I looking here? Not over here. Oh my god, yeah, wow, there is an extra coin on the floor. Huh. Right, Geist bedroom, ideally. Please? Okay. Not quite what I was looking for. I'll take a peek at the showroom, I guess, in case I don't find any other way to spend all this. Moon pendant. If you call it down wearing the moon pendant, you'll start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That's not bad. Ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. Chronograph. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You're more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. Silver spoon. Whenever you gain steps from eating, gain twice that many steps. It's tempting. I don't think I will, though. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to come back around here. We actually have enough money that if we find a... what you call it? Okay. I could have 40 steps here is the thing. But no, I'd rather try and save and, like, scout this bookshop. That's, like, still 21 energy. That's still, like, plenty. 36 is fine. Let's... And we've got the garage nearby where we could go out and go back to the kitchen and buy, like, the chef salad, which would get us a ton of energy as well. The cloister is maybe the single most perfect room we could have drawn here. It's 4 doors. It leads to the open antechamber. If we tap some things, there we go. It leads us to this, which unlocks the other 2 doors. Thanks to our friends at the kennel. Ooh, hello. Sorry, hold on, what was that? Unlocking a door with a silver key will lead to a room with many doors. Life has many doors, Ed boy. Okay, so, we would really like to get to the foundations. So what I'm actually going to say here is... Okay, well, we don't actually get the chance. We don't need the Geist bedroom, is the thing. The music room leading into that, though, and giving us 2 keys is huge. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the prism key. Yeah, neat. Can actually remember to use it this time. Right. First words on the... First words on the... What? True messages? Something? Oh, I've jumbled the order now. I've fucking totally forgotten what That's annoying. I could maybe, if I have enough energy, I could go back over at the end of the day and just, like, see. Because, okay, I know... I'm going to write this down. You know what? It's a drastic and bold approach. Here we are. So, first words on the... Okay. Let's go dig in here. Make sure we've opened our doors up. And also got all of our goodies from here. I believe we now have. The patio isn't terrible here. Yep, we'll take that. Apple. It's a gem. There's a couple of these, which will unlock that door. Even if it is just a rusty old nail, it's still a free key, essentially, so... You know, we'll take that. Wow, 2 rusty old nails. Fuck me, then. Alright, don't know what I did to deserve that, but... the pool is going to have a bunch of... Or I could just take the gym. I don't really want the locker room or the pump room. And we've already turned the power off to the gym, so this shouldn't matter. Yeah, we are. No shoes in here, but... Hey, free door. I see. So, we could get the vault here. I kind of want to greed it and get the vault. It is admittedly very greedy. But, given that we've got the showroom as well, which means we can get, like, maybe Moon Pendant going. You know, or we could go back to the showroom, buy Silver Spoon Moon Pendant, then go to the garage, come back down here, go to the kitchen, buy the club sandwich now that we've got a bunch of, gold. Like, restock up on basically all of our energy. Hello. Oh, you stay open. Also, there's something else I can pick up in here. 2 coins. Interesting that these stay open. I know I unlocked 1 before. Ah. Right, I guess we've got to go and... We want something that turns right here. Mechanarium has 1 door for each room in your house. So that's the laboratory, the utility closet... the observatory, maybe? I'll give it a go. I've never actually been in the mechanarium, so... Foundation? Oh, no, I have been in the mechanarium. This is... where the foundation lift is. Okay. I guess we silver key this? Maybe? Was it even worth silver keying that? I'm starting to think that might be stupid. Whatever, we've got a conference room now, which has something in it. Looks like I'm blind once again. Okay, I saw something to pick up there. What the fuck? Saw the hand icon for like a split second, I think. Yep, there we go, key. Not all that useful now, I don't think, because we are out of extra rooms we can play, so we've just got to work with what we've got. Unless the mechanarium, like... When we say extra doors, like... Oh, these just have, like, extra bits of shit in. Okay, okay. That's very cool, actually. Oh, and the mechanarium has one of these in. So I've actually found 2 ways in. Yo. Okay, okay, right. We need to think. So. We're going to go across the mechanarium, across the cloister, to the showroom. Which is left from here. No, it's not, you dingus, it's right. Okay. Ooh, this is going to be cutting it fine, I think. But it's going to be super worth it if we can. We have 90 coins, and we can't take them to tomorrow. So we're going to Moon Pendant. We're going to Silver Spoon. Which still leaves us with 40. It's a real fucking shame we didn't find the, whatchamacallit? Bookshop, but c'est la vie. Okay, now we're going to go to the garage. And the garage is going to allow us like a 2 or 3 step way to get back to the front of the house. I don't think I even used my 1 dice, actually. We rolled, like, pretty well at the end there. Here's the greenhouse, or the outside of it. Can I not open this? It'd be really cool if I could. Okay. Right, there we go. Then, with our silver spoon and salt, this club sandwich is about to go fucking nuclear. Also, it's a good time to coat check our way back into, well, dropping the emerald bracelet off, essentially. So that Moon Pendant doesn't snag that, and we have another way to preserve it anyway. And we're going to have to kind of go that way. Let me just check we've got enough steps. Yeah, we've got tons. So, coat check. I would like to check in my beloved emerald bracelet. There we go. Fantastic. Then we're going to come through here. I'm depending the good boy. There he is. He's a good boy. How much have we got left? Yeah, it's just the chef salad. +5 for every green room in your house. This is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 times 2. So this should be 60 energy. Or 72, I guess. That's not a bad salad for 3 gold. You know? That's a pretty value salad. Now, with our literally limitless reserves of energy, so we're finally living up to our 12-year-old standards. Is there anything else we wanted to do? There was. Okay. We have in here, I believe, a workshop, a greenhouse, which we should go to. We should have gone to when we visited the kitchen, but I wasn't really thinking that far ahead. And forgotten where the other music pages were. Balls, where were they? Because the first 4 in the music room. The ballroom! Okay. Well, we don't have the ballroom. And I'm gonna... Actually, I'm gonna... 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. And we're also... And just in case it means first words on the actual music sheets, I'm gonna start keeping a note of them as well. So, first words... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, let's start extracting some data from these, shall we? Maybe the nerdiest fucking way I could have put that, but whatever. Look, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm getting closer to cracking this shit. Okay, so your bold word is sheets. First word's on the sheets. And the first word of this number 5 is trees. So that's good to know. Maybe this tells me how to unlock the secret garden. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm going to feel so fucking big-brained if it does. Right, workshop. We have literally so much energy, it does not matter. Is there anything in the commissary that is, like, worth buying? Apparently not. Okay. Strange. Thought I saw something in that for a second, but apparently not. Now, your bold word is message. First words on the sheets, something, something, message. And one of those words, I think, is true from the ballroom. Trees, 8 is stones. Trees, stone. Is it telling me how to get the fires going, maybe? I don't know, because that 4th fire is still a bit of a mystery. Right, music room, we need to go right, up, left, up, left. Right, up, left, up. I may be stupid. It's fine. Okay. What if we pretend that didn't happen? And we all moved on with our lives, eh? Because, oopsie, I am really bad at navigating this, as it turns out. Yeah, so we have to go through the cloister there. Oh, there's an extra gem there. Yoink. Not that we can get much use out of it now, but, you know, it's something. Wish there was a way to drop some of these items so I could affect what Moon Pendant, like, snatched. So I'd love it to keep, like, the secret garden key and the silver spoon, or the detector shovel and, you know, the secret garden key or something. But, might not be coming to pass. Right, here we are. Find. Amogus. The white. Find among the white trees something something stones. Huh. I need to go back to the workshop, don't I? Didn't get the first word from that one for some fucking reason. No, I did. It's stones. It's 6 and 7 that we're missing. And I'm pretty sure they're both in the ballroom. Okay. We've almost got that then. So I think with that done, we now go to the antechamber and we see if we can try and remember what the fuck was going on there. Gem. To continue up, you must go down. The basement key. Yeah, but haven't I, like, already done this? Oh, I'd have to redo the basement puzzle every time from the foundation. I mean, I've got 50 energy, I can. And why not, you know? Why not give it another crack? It's been a while. Yoink! I suppose I could always coat check in the stuff from there. Like it's right. No, the problem is I don't want to leave the emerald basement up to chance. I think I'd much rather leave the moon pendant to chance, like, you know, buzzing me through this rather than anything else. So here we are, basement key. Down here. This is the fucking thing. This is the reservoir! So if I drain this, then I can maybe get the... Oh, okay. Reservoir important. Other end of this mine shaft important. Right, okay, so the pool is actually a much bigger deal than I've been giving it credit for. Right, there's extra little tidbits around here is the thing. Also, this needs to be like one higher up, I want to say. Because it right down there, it's being like basically useless. Or is there a way I can shift it higher up? Let's just go across here and turn this. I guess see where it goes. I feel like I might have done this before. No, I've definitely done this before, sorry. But I can't remember what the outcome of it was. Like, is this where I need to get a map? Can I screenshot this? This is that fuck-ass map. Okay, right. I'm screenshotting this. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Just so that I don't have to deal with it again. File, save as, right. Blueprints _ basement map. There we go. So now that we're looking at this, we've been through the basement. Oh, there's a wall there that we can get through that goes to, like, a mine. The catacombs must, I think... Yeah, must come from the tomb somehow. So I was right about there being a thing to the tomb. Basically, what we need is... what the fuck is 5? Fountain entrance. So if we light all the flames, we get in through the fountain entrance. What's 7? Torch chamber. I have no idea. 8 rotating gear, 9 to north lever. Yeah, makes sense. So north lever is going to get us to room 46. To get to room 46, we need to drain the reservoir from the pump room, perhaps. We need to find a way through the tomb in the catacombs, which I have looked at before, I'm not sure. Light the 4 torches, which will do something to the fountain, I guess. Cliffside exit. Now, this is the only thing I'm not so sure about. This minecart is a real piece, it's got to be said, of being directly in the way here. Okay, that alone, I think, is enormous information. The only thing I do want to double check with it, actually, is... Oh, that's where we wish we could get, but it's, yeah, not the right number of things apart. Okay. Good to know. There we go. And we've got to remember, don't forget, we've got the monk's blessing to say if we end in a room, like coat check, we can draft it from the grounds tomorrow, apparently. Okay, that's all very well and good. This leads us back to here. we're fine with that. Okay. Let's go to the end of the basement. We do have a sledgehammer. Like, maybe it needs to be upgraded into, like, a jackhammer or something? To get through here? But, like, you can kind of clearly see, yeah, that it's, like... There's something there. I know it's there. Can I just sledgehammer it? Apparently not. Fascinating. Okay, so we need a run where we get to the antechamber and the basement is available. Oh, sorry, and no, not the basement, and the pump room is available, which means we need the pool. Which means, actually, if we're going to try and stand in a room at all, if there's a pool up here, we can just draft on the grounds to give us maximum chances of finding pump rooms. I don't think I drew it today. Yeah, no, I think I passed on that. But that's definitely good to know. Now, I know I'm kind of hung up on the idea of just going back to coat check and doing that. Is there any other room, per se? The mechanarium is really good to get that, but you need, like, the lab and security and the utility closet first. Which, as it turns out, is real fucking good. Because, what do you call it? We just made all those rooms super common with the wrench. Like, permanently. So the mechanarium is, like, an actually pretty good way of getting into the antechamber now. There's also the lever for the secret garden, but I can't find that fucking secret garden. It's bewitching me. And there's, you know, Old Faithful, find the workshop, which is also a gear room, which is common now. Bring it to the greenhouse. Which is very good. As long as we keep an eye out and really just, like, focus on greenhouse where we are, it's fine. Yeah, no, I think honestly, just for ease of, ease of getting my gems back, which in turn... What the fuck am I doing in here? Oh, I'm going the entirely wrong way. Am I? Yeah, I am. I think for ease of getting our emerald necklace on the next run, this feels like the way. Okay, so some lessons relearned this stream, I think is what I'd chalk this down to. We did also, like, work out a couple of secrets. We had a couple of decent runs. We got, you know... to the antechamber, down to the basement again. God, how am I so bad at directions? Like, literally just fucking awful at them. Come on, let's not run out of energy. Let's take the easy way out. Just go to the fucking garage. It's a straight path. You can't get lost. There we are. Got a bit of a speed boost because we're outside. Alright. I think that today I will end my run in here. Let me just really make sure I've given back that. Already have an item checked in. It is the emerald bracelet. Cool. That hasn't taken the emerald bracelet out. Nope. So, blessing of the monk. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have draft that room from the grounds the following day. Let's call it a day at coat check then. All right. Oh, house history. Oh, I can. That's neat. I didn't know this was a feature actually, where you can look at every single house you've done. Leadership shopping center. That's really neat. Huh. Okay, right. We're going to call it a day here. Hang on. Always double check. Moon pendant will snag 2 items. The hope, honestly, I'm not, like, the basement key would be nice and all, but it doesn't actually matter unless we are already find the antechamber. The hope is that it snags the detector shovel and the silver spoon. Detector shovel and secret garden key just in case it comes up would also be nice. Detector shovel sledgehammer is a solid start. Silver spoon sledgehammer I'd be similarly fine with, although detector shovel is kind of probably our most go-to item. Why blueprints? Why not green prints? Oh, that's an interesting question, Gangster. I guess it's because it's actually I mean maybe I'm maybe I'm reciting the obvious here. Maybe it's because blueprints is a sort of play on blueprints, as in, these things. As in the things we're using to build the house. Or planning out building the house, I suppose. Yeah. Although I think blueprints did used to be a different colour, like way back in the day, and then they just dyed them blue for some reason. There's an in-game thing that tells you why that was in. I think it's in, like, the drawing room or something. But yeah. That would be why blueprints. Oh. But yeah, no, I'd say I hope you're doing well anyway. It's blueprint, not blueprints. It's true, but blueprints, plural, kind of sounds like it. Oh. I mean, it's closer than bleen? What the fuck am I saying? Green prints. You know what? I'll try that again when I can talk, shall I? Right now, it's not happening, as it turns out. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I unfortunately just caught me as I was just about to end off stream at the end of this run. We've done a lot. We've found a lot this stream. Yeah, it should be bleen prints. True. Actually, you know what? I agree with that. Very true. Where's my fucking bleen prints? But yeah. Why is everyone ending? I mean, it's getting kind of late for me, and I gotta be up tomorrow. And this also just seemed like an apropos place to end it. So anyway, let me call it a day. Get our Blessing of the Monk going on the coat. Cloakroom even. Garden Shopping Centre of Prayers. Oh. Oh, of prayers, because it's the shrine. Neat. And we did have a new room in there, allegedly. What was our new room? What was our new room? No idea. Okay, thank you for the stream. Good night, take care, and stay safe. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. And like I say, I'm sorry I ended at such an inopportune time, but I do have to be shuffling off. But yeah, and to all of you who've been watching at any point tonight, thank you all very much for stopping by. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time, which will be on Thursday for a couple of Uma runs, would you believe it? There's that new scenario out, and also I still need to pull for Digitan. Until then, farewell.